Incident Report 3A, ROV Deployment Zone 7, Continental Shelf Survey, Portugal Coast. This recording is for authorized personnel only. The operator didn't realize what he was looking at. For 3-4 minutes, he thought it was a rock formation. He was wrong. Remote-operated vehicle deployed at 0900 hours. Depth, 3200 meter. Standard seafloor survey protocol. Camera detected large object at 15 meter range. Object remained stationary. Consistent with sediment-covered volcanic rock. Camera continued recording. Operator continued survey operations. Everything proceeded normally. At minute 35, the object revealed itself. 4.8 meters in length. Positioned directly facing the camera. It had been there the entire time. The ROV operator didn't realize what he was looking at. For 34 minutes, he thought it was a rock formation. He was wrong. You are receiving this briefing because your clearance level requires awareness of deep-sea operational hazards. The continental shelf is not a benign environment. Below 1200 meter standard surface protocols do not apply. The drop-off zones you will encounter represent a transition. From 200 meters to 2000 meters in less than 1 kilometer of horizontal distance. Submarine canyons cutting through the seabed like surgical incisions. Walls of unstable sediment. Rocky outcrops that have existed in darkness for millions of years. Your equipment will function. Your training will prepare you for equipment malfunction, pressure differential, cable entanglement. Your training does not prepare you for what lives at the edge of these formations. At 1200 meters, light ceases to exist. Not dim light. Not filtered light. Absolute absence. Sound behaves differently. Temperature regulation becomes critical. And something has been perfecting its hunting technique for 1 to 5 million years. Biological profile 7 delta. Classification Mitsukurina owstoni. Common designation Goblin Shark. Depth range 1200 to 4000 meter. Physical characteristics require your attention. Length 3 to 6 meters average. Largest recorded specimen, 6.2 meters. Gulf of Mexico, year 2000, the skin is pink. This detail is not decorative. The skin is not pigmented pink. The skin is transparent. What you observe as pink coloration is the creature's cardiovascular system. Blood vessels visible through dermal layers. Muscle tissue moving beneath the surface. When your ROV lights illuminate the specimen, you are not seeing skin. You are seeing its organs. Exposed. Functional. Operating in full view. The elongated snout comprises 20 to 30% of total body length. Flattened. Blade-like. Covered in specialized sensory organs. The pink coloration isn't pigment. It's absence. The skin is so thin, so translucent, that what you're seeing is the creature's own blood. Its own muscles. Moving beneath the surface like something wearing its organs on the outside. Jaw mechanics represent the primary hazard. Standard shark dentition consists of fixed upper jaw, articulated lower jaw. Mitsukurina owstoni does not conform to this pattern. The jaw is protrusible. Slingshot mechanism. Extension speed 3.1 meters per second. Extension distance 8 to 10 centimeters beyond resting position. Human visual perception processes information at approximately 1-3 milliseconds per frame. The jaw extension occurs in 300 milliseconds. 2 frames. Your equipment will record the strike. You will not see it happen. Dental configuration 2 6 rows upper jaw. 2 4 rows lower jaw. Teeth are thin, nail-like, angled inward. Once penetration occurs, extraction is not possible. But the skin isn't the weapon. The skin is a warning you'll never see in time. Because when those muscles you're watching suddenly tense, you have 0.3 of a second before the jaw reaches you. Evolutionary timeline provides context for threat assessment. Mitsukurina owstoni, 125 million years of documented fossil record. Cretaceous period. The species was active when surface fauna included Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, Pteranodon. Those species are extinct. Mitsukurina owstoni is not. The goblin shark observed the rise and fall of countless marine species. Watched the extinction events. Survived the meteor impact that ended the Mesozoic era. Continued hunting in absolute darkness while the surface world burned and froze and recovered. 125 million years of optimization, of refinement, of perfecting exactly one behavioral pattern. 125 million years. The goblin shark was hunting in these depths when dinosaurs walked the surface. It watched species rise and fall. And in all that time, it perfected exactly one thing. Incident Report 1A. Taiwan commercial fishing vessel Hsin Tsai Lee. Deep-sea trawler operations. Date, March 17, 1985. Vessel deployed nets at 1400 meter depth. Standard commercial fishing protocol for deep-water species. Net retrieval at 1400 hours local time. Contents, 3 specimens Mitsukurina owstoni. Tangled in single net. All specimens alive upon retrieval. Never in proximity to other individuals, except during theoretical mating behavior, which has never been witnessed. No weather interference. Occasional sounds include cable tension groans, hull equalization pops, tectonic plate microshifts. Audio recording captured grinding sound. Later analysis identified sound as tooth enamel against acrylic polymer. Territorial behavior in deep-sea species typically manifests as fixed home range. Specimen returns to familiar hunting grounds. Exhibits preference for specific geological features. May defend territory against other individuals during resource competition. Analysis of incident locations reveals spatial clustering. Multiple documented encounters occur at identical coordinates, separated by years, sometimes decades. Suruga Bay, Japan, 7 recorded incidents between 1976 and 2003. Gulf of Mexico, Green Canyon Block 140, 5 incidents between 1992 and 2018. Portugal Continental Shelf, Zone 7, 11 incidents between 2001 and 2019. This suggests site fidelity beyond standard territorial behavior. This suggests memory. Something returns to locations where prey was previously encountered. Something remembers where electrical signatures appeared before. Something checks the attacks aren't random. Analysis of multiple incidents reveals a pattern. The same locations targeted repeatedly over years, even decades. As if something remembers where it found prey before and returns to check. Incident Report 4A. Commercial submarine cable repair operation. Atlantic Ocean, 40 kilometers west of Portugal coast. Date range, September through October 2003. Fiber optic telecommunications cable reported damaged. Depth, 2800 meters. Initial damage assessment. Suspected anchor drag or trawler net entanglement. Repair submersible deployed week 1. Visual inspection revealed damage inconsistent with mechanical abrasion. Cable armor showed penetration marks. Spacing consistent with biological dentition. Pattern matching confirmed. Mitsukurina owstoni, First repair completed week 1. Cable integrity restored. Operations concluded. Week 2, same cable section reported damaged. Identical location. Within 50 meters of previous repair site. Week 3, damaged again. Week 4, damaged again. Week 5, damaged again. By week 6, the same section had sustained 11 separate attacks. Total repair costs, $4.7 million US. Bite pattern analysis indicated single individual. Tooth spacing remained consistent across all incidents. Minor variations in upper jaw alignment suggested same damaged tooth across multiple attacks, the same shark. Returning to the same location. Attacking the same target. 11 times over 6 weeks. The fiber optic cable was first damaged in week 1. By week 6, the same section had been attacked 11 times. The repair crews thought they were dealing with multiple animals. The bite pattern analysis said otherwise. Final repair attempt included continuous monitoring. External cameras positioned at repair site. Submersible remained on station during cable installation. Estimated length 4.2 meters. Approach vector, vertical ascent along cable path. At 0914, camera detected object at 15 meter range. Object appeared consistent with sediment-covered basalt formation. Irregular surface texture. Coloration matched surrounding geology. No movement detected. ROV operator classified object as geological feature. Continued primary mission objectives. Camera maintained continuous recording. For 34 minutes, the object remained stationary. Zero deviation in position. Zero detectable movement. Perfect camouflage against seafloor sediment. At minute 35, the object revealed biological nature. Minor adjustment in positioning exposed pink coloration beneath sediment layer. Operator immediately recognized Mitsukurina owstoni. Length estimation 4.8 meters. Position facing directly toward ROV. Distance now 12 meters. Operator initiated documentation protocol. Maintained ROV position. Allowed specimen to control encounter dynamics. The specimen began approach. Velocity 2 centimeters per minute. Nearly imperceptible. Movement so gradual that real-time observation detected no change. Frame-by-frame analysis later revealed approach pattern. 40 minutes of continuous forward motion. Distance closed from 12 meters to 1.2 meters. Average velocity 2 centimeters per minute. Total approach duration 74 minutes from initial detection to strike, 34 minutes motionless. 40 minutes approaching. 1 hour and 14 minutes of patience. The ROV operator, reviewing the footage, counted the frames. 34 minutes of the shark motionless, perfectly camouflaged against the sediment. 40 more minutes of approach, 2 centimeters per minute. 1 hour and 14 minutes of patience. And then in 2 frames, it was over. At distance of 1.2 meters, jaw extension occurred. Camera captured 2 frames during strike sequence. Frame 1, jaw at resting position. Frame 2, jaw fully extended, teeth in contact with ROV manipulator arm. Frame interval, 3 milliseconds at standard 30 frames per second recording. Strike occurred in less than 1 frame duration. Faster than camera shutter speed could resolve. Impact result, manipulator arm severed at elbow joint. Clean separation. No torn metal. No deformation. Surgical precision. Specimen consumed severed component in 4 seconds. Aluminum alloy frame. Polymer joint housings. Electrical wiring. All ingested, specimen then retreated into darkness. Final visual contact at 7.3 meters distance. Disappeared into sediment suspension. ROV recovered to surface. Remaining manipulator arm showed single tooth embedded at impact point. Tooth length 6 centimeters. Tooth intact despite striking metal alloy at high velocity. Still hunting. Still learning. Still out there. Acoustic warning, none. Species produces no vocalization. Movement generates minimal hydrodynamic disturbance. Approach velocity too slow to create detectable pressure wave. Chemical warning, none. No pheromone release. No metabolic byproducts detectable at operational distances. Only warning, pressure vibration. Slight disturbance in water column as specimen closes final distance. Detectable at approximately 2 meters. Duration, 1 to 2 seconds before strike. By the time pressure change is detectable, jaw extension is imminent. Human reaction time 200 to 300 milliseconds minimum. Jaw extension duration 300 milliseconds maximum. There is insufficient time to react. There is no warning. The water temperature doesn't change. They're cold-blooded, the same temperature as the abyss. No sound, no splash, no shadow in water where light doesn't exist. The only indication is a slight vibration in water pressure. By the time you feel it, the jaw is already extending. Return to opening question. Incident 3A ROV operator thought he was observing rock formation for 34 minutes. He was wrong. The specimen was there when recording began. Positioned 15 meters from camera. Motionless. Watching. Question: how long before recording began? How long had it been waiting in that exact position? Hours? Days. Goblin sharks can remain motionless for extended periods. Documented observation 12 hours stationary. Theoretical maximum unknown. When your submersible settles on ocean floor for repairs. When your ROV hovers motionless to capture footage. When your research vessel anchors above submarine canyon. How long has that shape in the darkness been watching? The horror is not the attack. Attack duration 0.3 of 1 second. Attack is brief. Attack is efficient. Attack is conclusion. The horror is the waiting. The specimen that watched the ROV for 74 minutes. The specimen that circled the Shinkai 2000 for 12 minutes. The specimen that returned to the same cable location 11 times over 6 weeks. These are not random encounters. These are learned behaviors. These are refined techniques. These are the actions of something that has observed human technology for decades, something that recognizes patterns, something that returns to successful hunting grounds, something that has been studying us far longer than we have been studying it. The horror isn't the attack. The attack lasts 0.3 of a second. The horror is the waiting. When your submersible settles on the ocean floor for repairs, when your ROV hovers motionless to capture footage, when your research vessel anchors above a submarine canyon, how long has that shape in the darkness been watching? How many times has it seen vessels just like yours? And what has 100 years of observation taught it about the soft electrical things inside? Final data summary: Mitsukurina, owstoni. 50 specimens captured in 150 years of research. 0 reproductive observations. 0 juvenile recoveries below 1 meter length. 0 nursery ground locations confirmed.